Welcome back to another video here at Coyote Classics. We buy, sell, and trade muscle cars all across the United States. And today we're going to be checking out a gorgeous 1966 GTO. Now this car is what we would classify as a survivor condition car. One repaint done about 20 years ago, original interior. The car was, when it was repainted in its original vintage burgundy. Just a really neat car.
Yeah, I love the parchment interior. It just goes so well with it.
Yeah, it does. And as we get into that too, you can kind of see its originality. Really neat to see.
How about the stance on this muscle car?
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, muscle cars gotta have the proper stance, and this one has got it. A previous owner went ahead and put some Rally 2 rims on it with the BFG raised white letter tires. The tires are in excellent shape and a very, very straight body.
So as we get under the hood, got really sound running, 389, power brakes, power steering. And this motor was rebuilt, what was it, 2005. And kind of based on a couple other receipts that we have with this car, kind of documenting the mileage around that time. We estimate the motor's got less than 10,000 miles.
Yeah, it had 117,000 miles back in 01 on this car. Motor was done in 2005 and it's got 129 on it now. So very, very clean. As you go here and look at the factory A-arms, top of the frame, I mean, this car is just untouched underneath, rock solid. Go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out all our undercarriage photos.
I love cars in this survivor condition. You know, they're just, so many are super restored, and it's always neat to see something with original interior.
Well, this is a cool car
body.
you can just jump in and drive, have a lot of fun with. And I got the opportunity to drive this car the minute it got off the trailer, and I was just super happy with it. It just drove just like it would have back in 1966.
Original cars always seem to drive better.
They sure do. And the other thing underneath the hood I didn't make note of right away, but it's got the original air cleaner, original valve covers, so just no one's ever messed with this car. As we look at the grille in the front bumper and everything, the bumper, the grille, everything's original. So it's not pristine condition. I mean, we're gonna have some dings and some little scratches, stuff like that, but you're gonna have to, I guess that's what makes it the survivor part.
Exactly. It looks like correct headlights.
Yeah, it's got the T3s in it.
Like I mentioned, the paint was done approximately 20 years ago, so you're gonna have little chips, little scratches, things like that. I mean,
but the overall appearance is awesome. Yes, you know, it looks just as good in person. You're gonna walk around this car. It's got a great shine, great look, really nice gaps. I mean, both of the, from front to back on the hood, the body line's awesome all the way across that. Even back here at the very back, how many of these hoods fit quite like this? Just like they should, all the way from front to back, side to side.
And that's the kind of stuff you get with an unmolested original car.
Definitely.
And that little streak was the spray wax yet.
We have a few little rock chips right here, just a couple small ones, and there's just a tiny little bit of surface rust right here. Very, very small. And as long as we're down here, we're gonna go all the way to the back of the door. The back of the door is absolutely perfect, and just check out how nicely that fits along the edge here of that lower rear quarter.
It don't fit much better than that.
The back side of the door lines up excellent as well. I want to give a little shout out to Mark. He finds us some really quality cars out of Minnesota. We want to thank him for bringing us yet another quality car to sell here at Coyote Classics. As we look over top of the roof, this car has never had hail damage. It's never been in a storm to where you're having any issues. As far as the roof goes, it's laser straight. All the way back here in this rear sail panel, which is such a problem for a lot of cars, is in great shape all the way along the edge here. If we want to point anything out, there's just a couple tiny little imperfections right along the edge here.
Maybe like a little bit of solvent pop.
Yeah, and then there is some solvent pop just on the top edge here. Again, this paint job was done 20 to 30 years ago, but still a nice straight GTO.
I love the taillights on these 66 GTOs. You know, you almost don't notice them until you have them on or hit your brakes.
Why don't you hit the brakes once and then also rev it up, will you? exhaust is really nice and quiet, no smoke. Here's another thing that I like about this car. I mean, it's just so tight. As we go in here to the inside of the door, nice original paint there. The bottom of the door is excellent. Never had any filler or putty there. Looks to me like the original paint is still on all the door jambs as well. Original carpet. Look at this, dude. It's awesome. Original carpet's starting to get thin over here.
How cool is it to see white original interior? You know, that's not...
Jay spent a day and a half on this car, inside and out, just trying to get this white interior to look its best still.
This is kind of neat too. Did you point the old Pontiac pillow out?
Did not see what's in there actually.
Just a pillow.
Just a pillow, that's it.
Just a pillow.
Right. Back seat, original back seats in really excellent shape for being original. Original door panels are in good shape. Headliner's a little stained, but all in all, it's still all intact. Above the visors are good. It hasn't had any mouse damage inside the headliner at all, which is nice.
We'll take a look at these documents quick before
Sure,
I go ahead and put them away.
Yeah.
All right. So there's your window sticker there. Shows you how it was ordered.
Yep. Original 2-speed automatic for those that ask. It's got the deluxe wheel disc, console, power steering, brakes, original AM radio. Just basically how you see this car today, except for the wheels are changed.
Okay, and here's that motor receipt from 2005. They spent, $4,500 on a complete rebuild.
Let me get it so I can see a little better for the kind of in the shadows. Everyone can kind of see that, and we'll have a copy of it here at Coyote Classics too. But rebuilt engine assembly overhaul, original 389 engine. I can't tell you if it's original engine. It is a YS code, so it's the correct engine for it. But we don't. In 1966, they didn't have the VIN number matching engines until a little later.
It's like in 2015. They did new plugs and wires and carb base gasket and.
Cool.
Did some stuff there too.
So we do have a few receipts that come with the car, but the car pretty much just says just the way it is. Original console, which could use some detail work. There's a lot of little black paint chipped on the original console. The seat on the driver's seat is ripped along the side cord over here, but all in all, how do you pick on this car for being literally 55 years old? I mean, interior, it's amazing for 55 years old. It's original steering wheel still. Horn appears not to work. Do you have the keys yet, D? Inside the glove box, we have the original owner's manual. Also, the light works in there as well. So we got the original protection plan, original owner's manual, original AM radio. Does not work anymore, but it is all functional and moves. The Alpine was put in there with some infinity speakers here in the kick panel area. Original wood grain dash still, and the steering wheel is in excellent condition, and it appears to be 100% original as well. One other thing I'm going to point out, original door rubbers and original felts. So the door jamb paint was never redone. The original felts, windows go up and down really smooth. This car was just very well taken care of. Inside the trunk, original paint on the bottom side of the trunk looks great. Got the jack instructions, as well as, if we look here, the trunk floor is just immaculate. Nice speckle, matte, spare tire, jack, everything is here and correct.
You got original quarter stampings as well on both sides.
Yeah, it's a super nice car. This car, want to grab the keys. When it came in, it was a nice car, but when it came in, man, we just detailed it for literally 2 days, buffing it, power washing it, and it just doesn't even look like the same car.
No, it doesn't.
Little chips, little touch-ups that have been touched up, and that's kind of stuff's a little scratch right here too, and we can't point them all out, and it's got a few here and there, but again, overall appearance of the car, you're going to be happy with it if you want a survivor. Over the wheel well looks excellent. In front of the wheel looks nice as well. A couple little issues in the paint right here at the back corner of that door. As long as we're there, we're going to open up the inside and we're going to see that that has never been repaired or replaced. It's all original there on the inside, so nothing too big to worry about there. And at the very front, it's the exact same as it was on the passenger side, just a couple little spots of surface rust there. The lower fender is excellent. Over the wheel is nice. Original mirror is in great shape. It does have the remote mirror, and that does work. Original armrests and stuff is all in great shape. Original 242 GTO, not a clone. Here's that cord I was telling you about. The cord here and some scuffs, and at the top the original stitching is coming loose here, so depends on what you want to do with it. The seats are still really comfortable though for being original.
They're not all on springs.
Yeah, they're not all broke down by any means.
Starts easy enough, don't it?
It's a great car. It's kind of just, I thought the horn might have been working, but the horn does not work, but everything feels like it's all there. Wipers work in park. Heater fan works. I don't know what's going on with the horn. Gas gauge works, dome light works as well. Visors are nice and tight up here. That's just a sweet car.
It is. It's pretty neat.
2-speed power glide, that's exactly how it came from the factory. Even a little acceleration, it's just so tight. Another thing I want to mention is just how nice the steering is on this car. The steering gearbox feels nice and tight. Steering wheel feels good.
And I love these 66 and 7 GTOs.
It just accelerates so nicely. As far as our brakes go, our brakes have a nice full pedal, but we do have just a little bit of pull to the right. This thing picks up speed fast.
Yeah, it does. It's smooth.
Oh man, it's quiet.
It's definitely not. Yeah, it's not a rattle trap.
No, I mean, just the way it's just super cool. You got to be behind the wheel, guys, to appreciate the quality of this original 129,000 mile GTO.
Yeah. Kick down works.
Yep.
And just shift. Again, it just shifts smooth.
Dude, I love it. Love it. They're 70 mile an hour, 75, shifting up. That's how smooth this is at 75, 80 mile an hour, you guys.
It's a
Just that
quality car.
nice. One finger, let's get this to you because it's important. Just look how nice and easy this thing steers. Again, we're gonna hit the kick down. Throws you back in your seat when it shifts in a second. We're gonna try our brakes again here. Going behind us. Stops great. It's just we have that little veer to the right, which is probably a wheel cylinder or a line that we need to adjust. Whoever gets this car is gonna love it.
They are. Neat car. Go check this thing out on our website, guys, coyoteclassics.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos. And give us a shout. We'd love to make this 66 GTO yours.